Hey everybody, and welcome to another Cricut craft tutorial. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays with the occasional bonus live video. Make sure to hit that bell icon because that will alert you to when I post a new video or when I go live, and that way you won't miss out on any of the fun. Today we're going to make a glitter jar, and this one is actually lighted, which is super fun. So I'll turn it on for you guys. This one came with the lights, so they're already built into it. And you can just turn it on, and hopefully you guys can see this. It's really pretty. I just did a little penguin on it, but you could absolutely just leave it plain or put one on, and you can turn it around depending on what you want to do. And then this is what it looks like off. So you guys get a good close-up look of that. It's really, really pretty, and this is super easy to do. You guys can add your own fairy lights to your own jars. You don't have to get a pre-done one. This one was from Michael's on clearance from their Halloween stuff. So I don't know if you'll find a jar like this, but this was already pre-colored blue. So let's go to the work area, and I'm going to show you guys how to add the glitter to the jar. I got this jar on clearance at Michael's, but you could do this with any jar that you find. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It does have lights in it, so we got the lights. I took them out. They're just on this little topper, and then it has the lid. So we just took all of that out first, and then we're going to take our little squeegee bottle of polyacrylic, and all we're going to do is squeeze some in here. And this is probably going to take quite a bit to cover just because it's pretty large. And all you're going to do is just like when you do Christmas ornaments or really pretty much anything that you're going to coat, this is the easiest way to do it, is to just roll it around the inside. And it's real easy to see, and I don't know how well you guys can see it on the camera, but it is super easy to see where it's coating when you're doing it in person, because you can see where it's sort of cloudy and where it is clear still. So this is really easy to do, and it's a super fun way to coat anything that you want in glitter. I don't recommend the Mop and Glow or Mod Podge. I find those to be streaky. The Mop and Glow does not hold, so you would just want to make sure you're using something quality. The glitter, it works pretty well if you have that, but I really do prefer the polyacrylic. It's very inexpensive. It's real easy to work with, and then you can pretty much find that at any local hardware store or at Walmart or Kmart or Meijer. Kroger might even carry it. So usually most of your local department type stores, grocery type stores, anywhere that sells all kinds of like random stuff usually carries polyacrylic. So as you can see, I am just rolling it around on the inside of our jar. The one thing I like about this jar is the lid isn't real like deep, so most of this will easily come out. Occasionally, if you have a lid that's like a lip on the top, you're going to end up with a pooling of the poly or your other adhesives, but I really like this one because it seems like they're going to come out pretty easy. I think I only paid about $2 for this, which is a great deal, but again, you can use Dollar Tree jars, you can use pretty much anything. If you find that you're having a bit of trouble, you don't have quite enough poly, what you can do is set it so it just sits on one way for a few moments, and that poly will pool together, and you'll be able to swirl it around super easy. This is honestly, I'm so excited to see how this comes out because I have not done this yet, but I really think it's going to look really cool, and it has a logo on the one side, which is fine, but I really would rather it have some vinyl, so we're going to put vinyl on the opposite side, and I think it's going to be a really pretty, we're actually going to use this was sold as a Halloween decoration. We are going to do more of a Christmassy winter type thing with it. I'm not 100% certain on our decal yet. I wanted to see how the glitter looked before I decided what decal to put on, but I think we'll do something more winter themed because I feel like this blue just screams winter. So now what I'm going to do is take this plastic bowl, and I'm just going to put my jar upside down in my plastic bowl. I'm going to let that drain for quite a few minutes, just so that we make sure that there is no extra poly pooling or that it's going to drip anywhere. So when we come back, I will show you how to add glitter. We are ready to add our glitter, and we're going to use this opal-y kind of chunky glitter. We'll see how it looks. I think it'll look really, really nice. Typically with this, I don't reuse the glitter after I've put it into my jar. So I'm going to just pour it into the bowl just because it can get coated with all the junk, like all the polyacrylic, and you don't want that. You don't want like icky, sticky glitter in with your good glitter. And this is going to take a bit of glitter to do, which is fine. Please don't I swear to God this. I don't remember But you can find like a similar look glitter pretty much at any craft store. And what you can do is you can just tap your jar as you go around. Because if you have any glitter that might be loose, you can absolutely get that glitter to adhere to other parts of your jar. So far, I'm loving this. I really was not sure how this would turn out, guys. I'm really happy with it so far. So we're just going to put a little bit more glitter in here. And I'm going to try to make sure I get all around the rim. So I want to make sure all this glitter gets in there and gets completely coated, because this is going to be such a cool looking jar when it's done. I think this is going to look really neat once we have all of the lights in it. I want to make sure I get all the way around this upper rim. Don't want to miss it, because it's going to be obvious if we didn't get like parts of it. So we'll just make sure, and I'm just going to keep tapping it and just looking around. So what you can do too is hold it up to a light. Let me move a light over here a little bit. Whoops, and I bumped you. So what you can do is just hold it up a little bit to a light. See if there are any like bare spots. I know there's one right here. So I'm going to put a little bit of glitter in the jar right there. And again, like I said, this does take a bit of glitter to coat because this is kind of a large jar, but I think it's going to be worth it in the grand scheme of things. And again, you can see that there was quite a bit of loose, and I just want to see what it looks like with the lid on, just to make sure that nothing is obvious. Oh, you guys, this is going to be so pretty. I cannot wait to see this with the light in it, so I'm going to be a little stinker. I won't put the lights in now because I don't want to risk it getting dirty, but oh my god. You guys, this looks so cool. I don't know how well you can see this on camera, but with the flashlight in it, it looks amazing. I can't wait to see this once it's dried, once we put the lights on, and once we put a decal on it. So we're going to let this dry. I usually let them dry about 24 hours before I put anything in, because I don't want to accidentally scrape off any of the glitter. Oh, you guys, this is going to be so pretty. All right, let's let this dry and we can get the decal going. I'm going to put this cute little penguin on here, just a simple one I got off of Google, nothing too crazy. But what I've done is I've taken a towel and rolled up both sides to set my jar on so that it won't roll around. And then my logo, I pretty much centered it onto that roll so that I have an idea of where center is. So all we're going to do is peel off our little penguin. And we're just going to place him on our jar about where we want him. There's no right or wrong way to do this, and you can put anything you want on your jar. I just really like penguins, and I wanted to keep it super simple because I really just wanted the glitter of the jar to be the main focal point, but I still wanted to have something just a little special on here. So all we're going to do is just peel off our transfer tape, and he is on there beautifully. Now we're ready to add the lights on. Now you do want to pull out the little Try Me, which is this little box, and then it has a plug. You may have to kind of yank on it, but it will come out. And then this does require 2 AAA batteries. So we'll just put those in. And our lights are on. Now you can take these and move them apart if you want a little bit. You don't have to leave them completely jumbled, but however you want to do it, totally fine. We'll put the battery drawer back on. And this does have a little timer. So it's like 6 hours on, 18 hours off, which is nice. So we're going to flip our jar up, gently place our lights, and gently place our lid, and then put our plastic or metal lid on, and look at that! I'm going to turn some lights off so that you guys can see this all lit up. Here is our finished jar all lit up, and look at how pretty and rainbowy that is. Now we do have a slight little spot where there's just not a ton of glitter, but it's totally fine. Nobody's really going to look that closely at it, but our bottom is nice and glittered. And then if you even wanted to have it on the logo side, you totally could. If you wanted more of a plain look, you could do that. If you don't want your penguin out. These are awesome. They make really good fairy jars, but you saw how easy this was and how simple, and didn't take very much time at all. And it was really cheap. Like I said, the jar was on clearance for about $2. Just a little tiny scrap of vinyl to make our little penguin. And then we just used some glitter from the craft store. So it was really easy to do in polyacrylic. So very simple craft. This would be great for kids. And it makes a really nice night light as well. It lights up so really, really pretty, but it's a nice glow. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm always happy to answer those for you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays with the occasional bonus live video. Be sure to hit that bell icon. That will let you know when I post a new video or when I go live. I hope you guys had a fun time learning how to make this glittered light up jar. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting.